You use it every single day. But have you ever really thought about that complex little guardian hidden inside your door? Well, today we're going to unlock the secrets of the Mortice lock, that powerful mechanism that stands between you and, well, the rest of the world.
So let me ask you a question. Think about your front door for a second. What do you think is the strongest part? The thick wood? Maybe that heavy frame? The answer might actually surprise you.
Believe it or not, it's the part you can't even see. Tucked away deep inside the door itself is the Mortice lock. This is the true guardian of your home, a really powerful piece of engineering, working from the inside out to keep you safe.
So let's get to know this hidden guardian a little better, shall we? Because understanding what it is and how it works is really the first step to making your home that much more secure. You see, a Mortice lock isn't just screwed onto the surface of the door. No, it's fitted into a custom-cut pocket, that's the mortice, that's carved right into the edge of the door. By literally becoming part of the door's structure, it's just inherently stronger and way more secure than a simple lock that's just attached to the surface.
All right, so when you're looking at these locks, the very first big decision you've got to make is whether to go with a deadlock or a sash lock. And this isn't just some minor technical detail. This is a fundamental choice between pure, hardcore security and everyday convenience.
Okay, so on one side, you've got the deadlock. It's just a single, solid bolt that you can only operate with a key. It's all about security, nothing else. But then you have the sash lock. This adds a little convenience to the mix. It has that same tough deadbolt, but it also has a simple latch, which lets you just click the door shut without having to lock it every single time. One is purely for locking, the other adds a handy closing function.
So you have to ask yourself, which one is right for you? Think about how you use your own front door. Are you someone who wants that absolute no-compromises security of a deadlock? Or do you need the convenience of a sash lock for those times you're just popping out to the car or bringing in the groceries? It's really a personal choice. Now that you've figured out the type of lock you might want, let's talk about strength. We're going to decode the security levels, and I know it might sound a little technical, but trust me, once you get it, the system is surprisingly straightforward.
Just think of it like a ladder of security. On the very bottom rung, you've got your basic 3-lever lock. This is totally fine for, say, an internal bedroom door. Then you take a step up to the 5-lever lock. Now we're talking much more secure. And right at the very top of that ladder, the gold standard, is anything with a BS 3621 certification. A good way to think about it is that the levers are kind of like the teeth of the lock's security. The more teeth you have, the harder it is for someone to pick it.
And honestly, that is the single most important takeaway here. It's simple. More levers mean it's just way, way harder for someone to pick that lock. It's the most fundamental principle of this kind of security.
So what in the world is BS 3621? Well, think of it like the 5-star safety rating for a car. To get this certification, a lock has to survive some really intense testing against common attacks like drilling and picking. And here's the kicker, the reason this really matters. A lot of home insurance policies simply won't cover you for break-ins unless your main doors have a BS 3621 certified lock. That's a big deal.
Okay, we've covered the security theory. Now let's get practical. Because the best, most secure lock in the world is totally useless if it doesn't actually fit your door, right? So let's talk about matching the lock to your door.
Don't worry, this is pretty easy. There are just 3 things you need to check off your list. First, what's your door made of? Is it timber, composite, or something else? Second, and this one is super important, is the backset size. We'll get to that in a sec. And finally, just a quick double check for overall compatibility. That's it.
So, what is this backset thing I mentioned? It's just the distance from the very edge of your door to the center of the keyhole. That's all it is. The 2 most common sizes you'll find are 64 and 76 millimeters. Honestly, the single best piece of advice I can give you is this. Measure it yourself before you even think about buying a new lock. It will save you a world of frustration.
All right, I know we've covered a lot of ground, so to bring it all home and make it super clear, let's simplify things. We're going to look at 3 common lock champions. These are basically archetypes that will help you see how all these different pieces, the type, the levers, the certification, all come together for different situations.
Okay, let's meet our champions. First up is the Fortress. This is your BS 3621 certified 5-lever deadlock. It's for maximum security on an external door, period. Then we have the All-Rounder. This gives you that same top-tier BS 3621 security, but adds the convenience of a latch. Best of both worlds. And finally, there's the Interior Guard.
This is your standard, cost-effective 3-lever lock, and it's perfect for inside doors or maybe a low-risk shed.
So look, if you only take one single thing away from all of this, please let it be this. Choosing a lock that is BS 3621 certified is your #1 best guarantee of a higher level of security. That little stamp of approval gives you real peace of mind, knowing your lock has been put to the test and proven it can hold up.
So the next time you turn that key in your door, just take a second. Think about that hidden guardian working away inside. Does it meet the standard? Is it the right champion for your home? Now you actually have the knowledge to decide.